The strange death of Judas. Which version is true? There are two versions of the death of Judas Iscariot, the man who betrayed Jesus. Which one is true? Let's investigate. As you probably already know, Judas Iscariot is infamous for his role in the crucifixion of Jesus. According to the Gospels, Judas was one of Jesus' 12 disciples and the treasurer of their group. While traveling with Jesus, Judas and the others made camp on the Mount of Olives. And during the night, Judas left the group and went to the chief priests and asked them how much they were willing to pay him to betray Jesus. And so it was that Judas agreed to identify Jesus to the soldiers by a kiss. Now, when the soldiers came to arrest Jesus in the garden, Judas identified Jesus, and the soldiers arrested him without a fight. Later, when they realized that Jesus was innocent, many of the soldiers were filled with remorse, and some even said, "We have sinned by taking Jesus, the innocent blood, for we have condemned an innocent man to death." But Judas was not present to hear these words. He was gone. After realizing what he had done, Judas returned the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and said, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." Then he threw the money into the temple and went out and hanged himself. Or did he? This is where the two stories diverge. In the first version, the story of Judas's demise comes from the 6th chapter of Matthew's Gospel. After throwing the money into the temple, Judas went outside and hanged himself. But the next day, when the chief priests came to collect the money they had paid Judas, they found that he had hanged himself and thrown the money into the temple. So far, so good. But there is another version, and this version tells the tale of a horrible and slow death. In this version, Judas didn't hang himself right away. Instead, he took the money, went to his house, and spent the night in torment, knowing what he had done. When morning came, he tried to take his own life, but every means he used failed. He cut himself with a knife, but the wounds wouldn't open. He hit himself with a hammer, but the blows didn't break his bones. In the end, overcome with pain and remorse, he fell down and died. So which version is true? Well, the first version is backed up by the Gospel of Matthew, while the second version is found in the non-canonical Gospel of the infancy of Thomas. It seems more likely that the first version is the correct one. But who knows? What do you think? Is Judas really guilty? Or is there more to the story? You decide in the comments below.